the lights, the luminaries, Diana, who delivers Apollo's birth, the moon who reflects sunlight to earth, and coming together to show us this image of their sacred union, their diamond ring in the sky. I will be leading one of these ISAR intensives later on in the year, the first Saturday of August, I believe, about eclipses, nodal returns, and eclipse cycles, and how we can find these really powerful times in our client's life and see these waves that we ride as we realign again and again to the path of the soul, reflect spirit here into matter. I will then speak about the sacred number 108, but for now, more exoteric, 400. So one of the reasons why the moon appears to be the same size in Earth's sky as the sun, and therefore we have the opportunity to experience a total occultation of the sun by the moon. This number 400, moon, is 400 times closer to the Earth than sun, but sun is 400 times larger than moon by diameter. These are all averages, but it works. I like to see this number 400 like this. 400, or cross, circle, circle, because these syzygies are alignments of the three parts of the philosophy of the whole world that offer the shadow play of eclipse. They are, of course, about Earth, moon, and sun. The cross of matter inside the circle of spirit. In these two circles, one, the circumpunct spirit itself, and the other, the crescent soul. So these, of course, are the basis, the primal energies or symbols for the glyphs that we use to depict the planets, right? Like Venus, the circle of spirit over the cross of matter. Hermes, who, as he says in the Emerald Tablets, having the three parts of the philosophy of the whole world. And so we see Mercury with crescent and circle and cross. Jupiter, whose glyph I chose in my teacup tarot, the crescent of soul above the cross of matter, and all that, right? And there's much to see in these glyphs, and there's much to learn as we draw them. Like, you know, to make a crescent, for example, you have to have two circles of the same size engage. And we can find crescent waning and waxing, and inside the womb they form the cross of matter. So the compass teaches that matter is born through this reflection of spirit by soul in the sacred womb, and mandorla, the almond, the vesica piscis, the fish's bladder, the gate of creation, the yoni. So this cross of matter, which we can tame with the compass, to find the earth glyph, the cross of matter inside the circle of spirit, because of course we are spiritual beings here having an experience in matter, right? This is what earth is for. You can see the earth being born from moon and sun in this way. Every child was born to wear a crown. It's just the crowning of the earth, you see? But we can turn this on the side and find the human eye, because it's only here in matter and earth, incarnated in vessels with blood running through their veins, with all the beauty and all the challenges therein, where in our sky we can see with the human eye that spirit, sun, and soul, moon are the same size. So the three parts of the philosophy, the circle, cross, and crescent, we do find one of our sign glyphs therein. This is Taurus, right? Now, Taurus is one of the few glyphs that looks anything like the constellation that is traditionally associated with the sign. I'm going to be speaking about the very real astronomy of tropical astrology today, the tropical zodiac, which is one of my favorite things to teach, because rationalist scientists of our day, for some reason, seem to suggest that our tropical zodiac is not astronomically based, which is just ridiculous. It's very elegant astronomy. It's just not a constellational thing, not at all. The tropical zodiac is not about the stars. Well, it is about one, the big star, the close one that we call the sun. The tropical zodiac is all about the Earth-Sun interface. Yeah? This isn't me saying that the stars aren't playing, right? Or that the constellations are not contributing to our experience here on Earth. No, as above, so below. But it's important, I think, for tropical astrologers to learn the astronomy of our zodiac. It is not about any star either than our own. It is all about the engagement of Earth and Sun. It is about our planet. It is about Earth astronomy. It is Earth's rotation and revolution. And we'll see some images that speak to this. So the bowl of the heavens has a V-shaped face that we call the Hyades. Mars will show you the way if you look to the sky tonight. Because, of course, in our day and age, tropical Gemini is aligned to the heavenly bull, the eye of the bull, Aldebaran, about 10 degrees tropical Gemini. So the Taurus Glyph, it's one of the few that looks like the constellation it's traditionally associated with. Scorpio does that a bit, at least in the stinger. Leo looks like a lion. Scorpio looks like a scorpion. The Gemini twins look like twins and also the glyph, but we'll see another expression of it today. The Taurus glyph looks, I guess, like a bull's face, but I will suggest it's simply this. The crescent of soul and the circle of spirit, or even more simply, the moon and the sun. Diana's bow. This is a photograph I took some months ago when Mercury and Jupiter were dancing together in the evening sky. I guess maybe beginning of February, maybe late January, that one. Time flies. So we call this phase of the moon Diana's bow. Diana, the goddess of the moon, who delivered her brother Apollo, the sun, just as moon delivers sunlight to earth, soul delivers spirit for an earthly birth. And here we see Diana aiming arrows at her brother Apollo, who is just set below, as it is every month. Here is an image I took in Hawaii a few months ago of a rather young moon indeed. In Hawaii, they have a name for every day of the moon's phases. And this is called Hilo, the new moon, the true new moon, because of course a new moon, moon-sun conjunction is a no moon, unless you're in that space where they meet at a node and you happen to be on Earth in the place where you are shadowed by that engagement. The true new moon for all the calendar keepers and who honor the sacred astronomical experience, the visual experience is this, that sliver crescent. In some signs, and this depends on what the ancients called straight and crooked signs. Here we see moon setting rather crooked into the horizon, which means a crooked sign or a sign of short ascension was rising. And sometimes in Hawaii, especially in close to the equator as Hawaii is, you can get the moon just smiling, like, you know, setting into the horizon almost vertically. I mean, that can happen really for all of us, and that will happen most for the Northern Hemispherians when the straightest degree of the zodiac is rising. That degree, of course, is 0 degrees tropical Libra, the degree of our zodiac that has the longest ascensional time for the Northern Hemisphere. So if you're in the Northern Hemisphere right now with the moon in the sign of Libra, right? This means we have very fast moon sets, where in the Southern Hemisphere, very slow moon sets and smiling at you.